This ain't entertainment. This is a move. This is prophecy with a pulse. A soundtrack for the remnant. We don't just make music. We speak fire from the corners of the city to the gates of the kingdom. From survival to revival, from chemo chairs to dry bones rising. Guerrillas Radio ain't just about beats. It's about power. Power to heal. Power to rise. Power to remember who we really are. We're street bred, spirit led, anointed with the oil of war and peace. We don't fold. We don't flinch. We go gangster on fear. We go holy on sickness. We go full of flames for the people of Yah. So if you're tired of dead religion, if you're done with fake healing, if your soul been searching for the real sound of heaven, you just tapped in. This is your Relis. And this is the sound of faith on fire.
We are the remnant, the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, once scattered to the four corners but never forgotten. For Yah's word don't break, it lives, breathes, and stands forever.
Before the ships, before the chains, we walked in covenant. Holy names from Adam to Enoch, through Noah's line, set apart, righteous by design. Abraham chosen, the promise made, a people formed, a nation raised. From Moses and Sinai the law was given, our heritage pure, our mission driven. I'm rooted in Hebrew, born of the flame. Carry the book, they bury the name. Scattered and torn, but chosen still by Yah's own word, His sovereign will. Rooted in Hebrew, rise again. From the dust of Zion through His hand. Not by power, not by might, but by Yah's strength I stand upright. They took our scrolls, they changed our tongue, erased our story, the songs unsung. Apocryphal whispers, truth they hid, but wisdom cries from what they did. We crossed the waters, a curse foretold, chains on our necks, the prophets told. Deuteronomy 28 was clear. We lose our name, forget who we were here. But now the trumpet sounds in the land, the dry bones rise, Yah's mighty hand. The book returns, the seals undone, Judah awakens, Ephraim won. Eyes now open, truth revealed, our hearts restored, our spirits healed. We are the light they tried to hide, brings her to high. I'm rooted in He, born of the flame. Carry the book, they bury the name. Scattered and torn, but chosen still by Yah's own word, His sovereign will. Rooted in Hebrew, I rise again. From the dust of Zion through His hand. Not by power, not by might, but by Yah's strength I stand upright. They buried the name, scattered and torn, but chosen still by Yah's own word, His sovereign will. Rooted in Hebrew, I rise again. From the dust of Zion through His hand. Not by power, not by might, but by Yah's strength I stand upright.
The prophecy fulfilled, now look around, the nations fall. Babylon trembling, Yah's last call. Israel rise and tribes restored, the covenant renewed, Yah's word assured. We'll walk in glory, robed in white under Yahusha's everlasting light. No more pain, no more war, our King reigns forevermore.
We are not lost, we are found. Rooted in truth, sealed in covenant. Chosen from the foundation of the world, and it's by Yah's strength. Not man's, forever. Rooted in Hebrew.
Too good, my day you gone.
Shabbat Shalom. Welcome back to Rooted in Hebrew. My name is Mike. Shabbat Shalom, Brother Robert, Sister Anita Williams. Thanks a lot, Brother Robert. And I'm going to speak about that song today. I'm going to speak about it because all of this stuff that's happening now is because of us. All of this stuff that's happening is because of us. It's just not the fact that we sat back. No, we let the world know who we were. Who we are. Shabbat Shalom, Sister Pinky D and Sister Linda Cross. I'm glad you all was able to make it come in today. And Brother Earl, Shabbat Shalom. Brothers, we're looking at this world. We're seeing what's happening. And I'm telling you, I'm going to give you, brothers, some information. When I say there's some demonic, the demonic movement is running very deep now. It's running deep. This stuff is, I'm not going to say it's out of hand because it's in hand, because it's supposed to happen. So it's in hand. So you have this president that said that Iran, he's hoping that they give up and all that stuff, which I don't see that's going to happen. That's just me. I don't see that happening. Shabbat Shalom, Sister Ema. I'm glad you was able to make it in, sis. There's a lot of this stuff that's happening. And it just, I would say in the last 2 weeks, things got a little bit darker. Things has gotten darker. But yet and still, it's one thing about this darkness. It's not fearing us. Only the only thing that we're doing, we're just trying to keep up with prophecy. That's what we're trying to do. Because we know exactly, all right, this here happened. Now, brothers and sisters can start to make a determination when it comes to, all right, this seal has been opened, that seal been opened, or this prophecy been fulfilled. That's what we're doing. Fearing it? Not so much. No, we're not. On the watch? Yeah. But then there's another watch that we need to be looking at, brothers. And this is you have brothers, sisters that's praying to the Most High, that's in need of help. And now, a lot of our situations, we pray to the Most High, go to the Most High. The Most High dispatches angels. Who do you think is going to block it? Make like the Most High is moving slow, because scripturally speaking, the Most High said he was going to speed it up. He was going to speed it up. You're going to have the demons, devils, that's going to hop in front of this message, hop in front of your blessing. But we got to keep on yelling. Judah, you have the scepter. The Most High is saying it. Use it. You have the authority. Speak it. You have it. This is what we have. And now, truthfully, the world is feeling anxious now. The world is feeling anxious. And now, when it comes to, I was watching, what's the brother's name? Brother Ron Dalton, how the demons, I'm going to say demons, are interfering with his message that he been given from the Most High. Hey, you go let everybody know, let my people know who they are. So now when he go out and he do this, and it just ain't him, you got a host of brothers and sisters that's on these different media channels speaking on it, who we are. And so what do the world do? They infiltrate it. they put a stumbling block. Shalom, shalom, Sister Angela. I'm glad, Shabbat shalom. I'm glad you came in today. This is what's happening, brother. We're experiencing it. Just to be, to give you, and brothers, and this is from the small to the great, from the least to the most numerous. The devil ain't holding back on nobody. They came over here and they suspended my channel for a short time. And this was on TikTok. Now you would think I was up there saying this or saying that. I was not. On TikTok, I did a couple of lives, and when I was doing the lives, I was playing the music. Doing the live, playing the music. You know, that's how I was doing. Shabbat shalom, Sister Van P. I'm glad you came in, sis. And so they went back, looked at it, and wrote me a nice little letter stating that I was out of what did they say? Out of compliance. And what I was saying, I was saying the same thing I say today, brothers and sisters. Hold on. You Israel, they didn't like that. They did not like it. And when I tell you, brothers, let me do it this way. On TikTok, it was nothing for me to get 100, 200 messages daily from TikTok. Man, they dropped that down to near about 6. They dropped it down to near about 6. Brothers, that's the whole reason I played that first song, Rooted in Hebrew. That right there is hemming them up. They understanding the movement, and they know they cannot slow it down. They can't. And now there's a little frustration. There's a lot of frustration. Now, and I'm gonna say this to the brothers and sisters. Whenever we talk and we conversating with people and we talk about Babylon, and some brothers may say, yeah, we went over there and we dropped some bombs and so on. No, it ain't we did nothing. We ain't did squat. They did. If you're going to separate yourself from the system that the Most High encourages us to do, get out of Babylon. I mean, brothers, getting out of Babylon mean controlling your speech, your thoughts. That ain't us. That's them. And we need, I guarantee you, if Iran was standing here with a peacemaker, and it's gonna be Babylon, and then there's you. Although you maybe have been born on Babylon's ground, I guarantee you you're gonna shift real quick. That's him. You're going to switch real quick. It's a lot of things going on, brothers. And one thing we do not want to be part of is something that the Most High told us to get out of. It's not us. We are in captivity. So that speech, although we are here, we're not a part of it. Don't get me wrong now, brothers. Don't get me wrong. They over there fighting for some oil. Are they trying to control another land's oil when it's all over said and done? Then they call and they say, oh, they some wicked people and things of that. The skillet calling somebody else black. Whatever. Wait a minute, hold on, sis. Let me do it this way. Put it out there. Revelation 2:9-3:9. Yeah, isn't you right, sis? I mean, Sister Ema, you just don't know. You just don't know. But there's a fear there, sis. There is a fear that they sin. Well, let's just do it this way. Let's do it this way. let's go back. I would say biblical times, but I'm going to have to stop saying that. I'm going to tell you the reason why. We're still living in biblical times. So usually, you know, we say biblical time, we talking about like the days of Noah, Moses, and things of that nature. No, brothers, we all the same people. We're the same people. So these times are biblical times. That was written in the scriptures being fulfilled right as we speak. So now, let's go back to the time where there was when Israel was out of pocket, the Most High sent his prophets, did he not? He sent his prophets to warn his people, straighten yourselves out. Y'all going wayward. And when they were in pocket, the Most High will always, send some encouragement, to his people. That's what he did. And the nations knew who Israel was. And if Israel was coming close to their territories, they was terrified. They knew who Israel was, and they knew who Israel Elohim was. Some people may say God. They knew, and they knew he was powerful. They knew that their gods did not have anything on their creator. Nothing. We need to get right back to that. And that's where it's happening. This is what's happening. This is what's happening. The Most High is he's making his way. But you're going to have Satan, his demons, who's going to stand in front as if they're doing a grand thing. But it's truthfully. It's like we said back in the day with this awakening, how they whitewash the Bible. The devil is doing the same thing. He's doing the same thing. Now, they see that, hey, they need to take over TikTok, Amazon, and they're doing it. They're doing it. Now, the only thing I will say that's I ain't gonna say that's shady. It ain't the only thing. But when this brother was talking, he was saying how they was messing with his Cash App. You brothers remember? Now, that Cash App is owned by another person. The original person, and that brother, I ain't gonna call him wow. That person, he was deleted about what? Was it 3 years ago? I think 3 years ago. He was he was deleted. Was it 3 or 4 years ago? That is not owned by him no more. It's not. If they got to get to, you got something that they're needing, they resort back to their old ways. They do. 2019 ended nicely. Oh yeah, I believe that too. I think that right there was just like that sleeping moment now. It's like we waking up. And then, along with that, Sister Emma, the churches start taking blows. I mean, that's when people was walking in the churches. I mean, I'm talking about dudes, dragged out, coming into the church. Yeah, everything. And they start clubbing in the church. All of this stuff started happening. 2019. Demonic times. And now these demonic times are getting heavier and heavier. They are. You brothers, you recall I was telling you about a week ago, a brother, and this brother I was talking about, he's in Tanzania. I mean, I come about knowing of him by means of my wife. And so she called me. And that's the brother I was telling you that that's dealing with cancer. And so I'm gonna show you how the devil is something else. So my wife took a 20-hour trip to go visit this brother and his family. And she stayed there. And now, mind you, now she was born in Tanzania, but she never lived in no village. And she couldn't believe what she was seeing in the village. So when she stayed there, she said, Mike, I slept in the hut on the ground. And so it started to rain. And there was another sister that was with her too, but she got sick. She got sick, but she worked with her and she got better. But anyway, Hydia managed to get the family to a hospital for the brother. Because I was stating to you, brothers, he was wearing Pampers. He had to. And they had to change him out like 7 times a day. That's what they had to do. I mean, because he was losing blood. And so at first, if any of y'all, I'm quite sure some of you brothers and sisters know this. Back in the days, it wasn't, they had those disposable Pampers. You know, the Pampers that you had they had a safety pin in them. Though that's what he was like wearing. Though material. You know, but anyway, moving forward, Hydia managed to get the brother to the hospital, and the nearest one was in Wanza, and so she got there. That's like a 10-hour bus ride. So you can imagine that was rough for him. That was rough for him. But his granddaughter and his wife, you know, they take care of him and they traveling with him. So what had happened, they eventually get to Wanza, and the devil don't care nothing about nobody. Let that reign supreme. He don't care about nobody. He'll put up a front like he care, but he doesn't. So they managed to get him to the hospital, and Hydia found a place for them to stay. So he's in the hospital. Now, there was an auntie that lives in Wanza, and she found out that they was there. And so she met up with the family and things of that nature. Brothers, y'all may think I'm joking. I did a phone call, video phone call, excuse me, with the family. And there was appreciative. I was sending money over there to help them out. So now there was appreciative and things of that nature. So what happened, this white guy was at the hospital and he seen the brother who's suffering from cancer. And so he was asking the nurses, what's wrong with him? Now, Hydia, she was kind of leery. Like, I mean, you just pop it up and asking about somebody and things of that nature. And he was talking about he was there to help out. He was with some type of organization, some type of NGO. And so Hydia says she wasn't too, it just didn't sit right with her. But the auntie, the one who just showed up, started conversating with him, and then the white guy was talking about how he want to help out. Now, this is just me. So Hydia gives me a call, and she says, it's this white guy, and so-and-so, and she was talking. I said, no, that nigga's I said, he's a demon. He's a demon. He's working opposite. But he's saying that he wants to help pay for this brother's hospital bill. I said, I don't care what he want to do. And this is just me. So I stood on it. 2 days later. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, it was 2 days later. The police called Hydia and tell her she has to come to the police station. And I'm like, what you got to go to the police station for? They saying I was trying to get him poison to kill the brother. I was like, what? And she said, the white guy is like the government, the police gave him the floor. Gave him the floor to say what he wanted to say about Hidia, whom he never met. Then he claimed that she was trying to poison him to kill. She said, why will I travel from Dar 20 hours, take them from the village, bring them to Wanza to bring them to the hospital, and I'm trying to kill them. But I'm going to tell you how the Most High works out, though. So the next day, they told her that she had to come back because they took her cell phone and everything. Now she calls me, she crying, she's stressed out. And so her friend whom she was staying with said, no, don't go to the police station by yourself. I'm going to call my auntie. Her auntie is a police officer. And she said, that's good you called me, because she should not go to the police station by herself, because the corruption is ridiculous. Because the auntie, all she wanted was some money. And guess what the white guy gave her? A little cheap smartphone. And she felt like the world came to her. So that, oh yeah, he had a follower. He had a follower. And we ain't even talking about the policeman. So the next day, she went back she asked me truthfully, I wanted her to get up out of there. I said, no, but if you leave, you act like you've done something wrong. And her mother agreed too. I said, no, take the police lady with you and things of that nature, and you go back. So it was the police lady who held the ground down, held the foundation down. And she said, why would she do all of this? Why? And then she pointed to this white guy. If you wants to help this man, go ahead and help him. But don't sit up here and make a claim that she was trying to kill him. And she did all of it. She spent all of this money to get him to the hospital, to get him treated. So they couldn't mess with her, but this is what they told her, Hidia. She had to leave Wanza. So they told her that, hey, you have 24 hours to get out of Wanza. You can never see this this man again. She called him he's like a grandfather. You can't see him again. You cannot get in contact with the granddaughter. The granddaughter was one who stood up. She knew Hidia from day one, and she was crying in court. Sister did not do none of the stuff you all claiming that she did. All she did was came and got me, my grandfather, and brought us here to Wanza for my grandfather to get treatment. That's all she was crying while she was talking. So when they told her to leave, sent money back to her for her to leave. But she was stressed out. And I said, look, why don't you go to the hospital and get your blood pressure check? And it was extremely high. That's what it was. The devil. He's in a fleshly form too now. He's in it. But they said that, and still, the white guy, because all they looking at is money coming in from this white guy. That's all they looking at. That's it. And then today, she calls me and she tells me that the sister, her name is Joyce, the granddaughter. She called Hidia this morning and she stated to her, my auntie beat me because I spoke up and I spoke truth. You see how the devil really comes in? I don't care what a person is talking about doing this, doing that, and things of that nature. If you got something in your spirit, you speak on it. And I knew this man was on some devilish nonsense. He knew what he can do. An NGO, please. They can bump all that nonsense. But they came in and attacked the Most High's people for helping his own people. Now, mind you, the grandfather, I mean, he's still sick. And don't get me wrong. We was praying over this brother. The Most High slowed the flow of blood down. So it went from 7 to 8 Pampers a day. It broke down to 3. It broke down to 3. Now, don't get me wrong. Yes, Hydia was sad that she had to leave because she started to notice, hey, there's some progress happening with the grandfather. The grandmother, I thought she was there, but she wasn't there. She don't even know what happened. She does not know that all of this has transpired and that the auntie jumped on the granddaughter. Of course, the granddaughter spoke up in Hydia's behalf and things of that nature. The grandfather, like I said, he's still weak. He's still weak. But it just shows you the devil, brothers, he ain't holding back. If he got a front to say he's trying to help this or that, please. The Most High Spirit is going to be with you. He's going to give you the spirit of discernment. And we got to move on it. We got to start speaking on these things. This is not the time for us to be falling into fear. You want to call it what it is and stand on it. Shabbat Shalom, Sister Patia. I'm glad you came in, sis. This is what we're going to have to hold on to it. Now, brothers, what? We've been so aggressive throughout these last 400 years. We wanted some rights. We wanted this. We wanted that. We want to be treated like, and brothers, since we woke up, and don't get me wrong, don't get me wrong, we have been very aggressive with this awakening. And the devil knows, and this is the reason why the devil is moving the way he's moving, because he understands the strength we have. We just need to continue to recognize it. Like I said, Judah, you have the scepter. You have it. You have authority. Speak on these things. Let's go with this. Let's go with this. When you say in your head, man, my first mind said this. Yeah, that's what it is. That's who's speaking to. That's the Most High that's speaking to. In your first mind, hold on to that. When you hold on to it, and the more you practice it, that first impulse that you get, and you say, you know what, now I'm going to do this here. And you do it, oh yeah. You're starting to open up more doors of communication with the Most High. Because there were some times, brothers, I look at something, I'm like, leave it. And I move on by my bed. And an hour later, I'm like, dang, now I was just thinking about that. It's teaching me something. That's all the Most High is teaching you. And it may be something small. It may be like you leaving the house. You leaving the house, and you may need to take something with you, but it's in your mind, it's not really important. But it comes upon you, it comes to you. But you go and you leave, and then you come 30 minutes later, or 40 minutes later, you like, my first mind told me to grab that. Brothers and sisters, that's the Most High who's talking to you. It may sound minor, but the more you listen to it, you open up that door of communication to the Most High. The more you listen to it, the stronger you're going to become too. The stronger you listen to it, and the more you listen to it, the communication is going to be there. And this is what we need. And for the brothers and sisters that do practice that, those are the ones who can perceive. Ask the Most High for discernment. And they're going to get it because the Most High recognize, hey, they listen. And in this system in which we live in, brothers and sisters, please, listening, it's life-saving. How many of you brothers and sisters ever took a GPS and you're looking on your phone or your radio, and you're looking at the street where you need to turn to? I'm going to show you something. Start to not look at your phone while GPS is telling you where to go. Just listen to it. When it said like a quarter mile, turn right on so-and-so, so-and-so. Just listen to it. I had to practice that for a moment because, brothers, I was like, no. But then when I started listening to it and things, that's right, Sister Ema. We call it the first mind, but that's Yah. And like I said, it may sound small and it may sound like non-important, but that's the Most High. He's trying to open up their communications, because when it's all over said and done, brothers and sisters, it's you the Most High is trying to talk to. He's not trying to talk to any other nation but his people. That's it. And if you are that one person, or I ain't gonna say one, or if you are that person that listen to the Most High, who do you think the Most High is going to communicate with the most? It's going to be that person who listen the most. And it's not saying that everybody else is what's the word? Not paying attention. You may have that gift in listening to the Most High, and call it a gift, and and you move with it. I tell you, what's happening, brothers? Wait a minute, what's going on here? Hold on. Brothers, there's a lot of things floating around. You got a lot of brothers who are awakening up, hopping in on channels, speaking about the Most High's glory. The Rev 2939s cannot handle that. This is the reason why they getting on to Ron Dalton. Yeah, they coming on, they hitting him hard. Brothers and sisters, they're gonna hit every last one of us hard. But this is where they gonna get hemmed up at. All it takes is for Babylon to fall. That's all it takes. See, now the system is using what it is accustomed to using: money. The system is using money. All right, because what Ron was saying, they was trying to figure out who's funding him and things of that nature, and so they know, hey, cut his funding off. We cut him off, brothers. It ain't just Ron, and Ron. His platform is, pretty big. I'm extremely small. On TikTok, what, 16,000, almost 17? Man, please, that's small. But they're coming on that too. They did. They came in on it, slowed it down. I mean, slowed it down. But I tell you, they still can't stop it. They can't stop it. Now, they may be right here fronting like they still got it together. They don't have it together. They do not have it together. What Iran is doing, yeah. And then China is up there in, they got a ship sitting off the coast of, not Africa, Alaska. This is what they got. Hold on. Yeah, I was, Sister Van P, I was listening to him for like 30 or 40 minutes. Because, once I got back into my room and thing, I said, well, let me get everything together. Then I seen that he was online. So let me see what he's talking about. Because it was like they banned the movie in South Africa. And see, this is the thing, sis. No matter where we go, the Most High told us to do these things. And see, now this is where I was saying, Yahushua said, preach this good news of the kingdom. What is that good news? That's the question. The good news is my people are woke. They're turning back to law. That's the good news. We are the good news. Now, you want to talk about a hindrance? Oh, yeah. We've been hindered from that. No, they don't want the world to know Sister Van P is Israel. Sister Ema is Israel. Brother Earl. Brother Robert. And they showing it. They are literally showing. And now, Sister Van P, she can vouch for this. He was talking about, this brother was calling out some high-end names that wanted to talk to him, and that was asking him questions, CNN and all these people. They was asking about, well, who's funding you and things of that nature. They wanted to find out. They know, hey, cut it off. It's Kanye. They mentioned Kanye. Brothers, it's going to get deeper. Why? Who is Sister Ema? Let me tell you something. Right now, Sister Ema, they scared of that one stick. And that's Judah. And they know Judah. Now, Judah, if you all, we do the history of Judah. Judah didn't play. Judah laid hands. Judah laid hands. Brothers, what do you think the brothers in Africa think about African Americans? I went to Morocco way before I went to Tanzania. Morocco, and I ran with the brothers. But anybody that knows, Morocco is full of Arabs, people from Spain. That's where they're from, if you truth be told. And if you're there, the brothers and sisters, they call them Europeans. That's what they call them. And you want to talk about a hatred of a people? Please go to Morocco. Now, they have a different hatred for African Americans. They have a respect that goes with their hatred. And so now the brothers and sisters, this is what they were saying to me when I was there. When we had a little party and we eating and we talking and things of that nature. And they were saying, no, they know not to play, not to mess with an African American. He said, you come here, they circling you like you're a movie star, and they want to talk with you and everything. But the brothers and sisters, the Africans, no. They come, no. If you want to talk to him, you talk to us. And I fell back. I let that brother take the lead, and we went on about our business. But I tell you, yeah, there you go, Sister Ema. Judah got that scepter. The thing is, sometimes you got to sling that thing and crack somebody's head open. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. Sometimes you got to wield your authority, because the nations ain't thinking nothing of you. And the ones that really, they're trying their best to hold back is you African Americans. You're the ones they want to hold back. You got that knowledge. You got that street smart. And they can't handle it. The only thing that they have, Shabbat Shalom, Sister Cynthia. I'm glad you came in, sis. The only thing they have, brothers, and they're using it. And they keep on talking about, they keep on speaking about the death of the dollar. But they're using it like there's so much life in it. We're going to use it down to the bone. And they're using it. They're attempting to use it against Ron Dalton, to whatever it ain't to whatever he's doing, to what he is doing. And that's just to enlighten this. We don't care. Let me tell you something. We don't care. You call yourself people, Rev 2939, call yourself. You can call yourself whoever you want to call yourself. That's the thing they just don't understand. Ain't nobody. Israel is not going to lose no sleep over you calling yourself Ish. They're not. We're not going to do it. We have scriptures to back up every little step we have ever taken. That's what we have. We have every little step written in the scriptures. Those steps are from our forefathers, and the steps, the footsteps we're leaving right down to this day. Now the steps that they got, they go get them hemmed up. That's what's going to happen. It's going to hem them up really very badly. Because one, you cannot use a holy name when it doesn't fit. Yahushua said, but they are blasphemers because they call themselves Yahudims, but they are not. But a synagogue of Satan. And brothers and sisters, all you got to do is look at the actions. Look at the action. Their action is very demonic. It's very demonic. You cannot say, and brothers, before I even came on, this I seen a little commercial, and it was saying, support these people. That was the commercial was saying. Support them. Can you imagine, brothers and sisters? Let me pose this to you. Can you imagine, brothers and sisters in this on this live, supporting those people? We'll get ourselves hemmed up with the Most High. We did something like that. We will get hemmed up. It's just like we will be saying, keep me in captivity. That's what we will be saying. This wicked system, I tell you, it is on a whole different plateau. In the world, when it's all over said and done, it's going to come running for you. Now, we think we have hatred now. Brothers and sisters, that stuff is going to flip. Shabbat shalom, Brother Kenneth. I'm glad you came in, brother. It's going to flip. And truthfully, that hatred, brothers, yeah, it's being more concentrated now. That's what it's being. Yeah, don't get me wrong. Sister Cynthia or Sister Padia sent me an email. And it was showing that in Iran, it was showing the Black Iranians. They call them Afro-Iranians. And how they was taken during the slave trade. Brothers, this hatred is global. But now, like I said, it's honing in on a people. All the hate that was upon us, brother, is, hey, these curses are reversing. That hatred is going somewhere else. There is an awakening of a people, and there's an awakening of nations that's telling other nations, hey, these people that's calling them those people, they're not. Who was that? What's that guy's name? What's that dude's name? Tucker? Is it Tucker Carlson? Yeah, he's raising questions now. Well, hey, he's raising statements. He's raising statements. Now, is the Most High using them? Could be. Well, let's just say hypothetically, yes, he is. He's opening up a dialogue of questions. Who are these people? Y'all claim to be this here, but your bloodline says you over here. Y'all call these people here African Americans, but their bloodline, or if you want to stick with the scriptures say they're the people of the book. So now, there's a lot of questions that need answers that has been awakened. You mean to tell me these Negroes are these people? Yes. Why are they so-and-so? Oh, they was up under a curse. That curse ran its course. It's done with. Now things are flipping. And they are understanding and they are feeling the flip. And then Sister Ema, it came around, and it just sitting there like a mist of a cloud. They can't get rid of it. They cannot get rid of it. They're feeling what we have felt for so long. They're feeling. And don't get me wrong, brothers. It is not like that. I'm saying goody for you. But the scripture said it's going to occur, and it's happening. The thing is, we got to stay focused. We got to stay focused, because when they start to feel what we was feeling, when they start to feel what we have been feeling for the last 400 years, that's when they're going to understand who we are. That's when they go see that light. Truthfully, brothers, no, let me go back. I misquoted. They seen the light. They just denied the light. When we spoke and said, hey, we want to be treated fairly, and you make let me just say, this is just an example. Let's just say Tupac, when he was in court and he was pleading his case, yeah, he was telling the truth. He knew he got hemmed up, but they was not interested in the truth. That's the light. The light is the truth. But when you're dealing with Babylon, it don't care nothing about no light unless the light is going to help it out. Babylon is all about that darkness. That's what Babylon is about. They're about that darkness. And they live in the dark. When they step into the light, trust and believe, that's just to fool people. That's just to fool people. And that's what it does. Lie, fool, trick, whatever. That's the system of Satan. We'll stand there with a 3-piece suit on. Like they gave that white guy the courtroom in Tanzania, gave this white guy the floor. And he came in and said that this is what she was doing. This nigga is not even from Tanzania. But then he came there, I didn't even know it was that easy for you to do. I thought, you had to go to court and all that. No, you had to go to the police station. Then you had to go there and plead out your case. But the auntie is about to know real quick. Because this is where, brother, when the Most High said get out of Babylon, he means get out of Babylon. Now you're starting to see money for what it is. You're starting to understand and you're starting to see what money is. When the Most High said get out, he means get out. And then at the same time, now, brothers, let's not, yeah, there's some things we think about. When we say the Most High said get out, we got to separate ourselves from Babylon. Well, how I'm going to eat, how I'm going to pay bills, how I'm going to do this. These are the things that we are accustomed to. But when it's all over said and done, brothers, you can get lost in your own world. It's just how far you want to go with it. And like I was speaking about a week ago, there was a young brother and young sister, husband and wife. They did just that. They did. And I take my hat off to them. They left their corporate jobs, sold everything. And the brother said, brother, I ain't know nothing about no solar panel, having water delivered and things. But he had to get out of Babylon. And then him and his wife, they woke with, I think, 2-3 kids. And then there's another couple. They went head in. They went head in on it. Just like Sister Kathy and Brother Galen Jones. They sold their house. Now they're talking about moving to Panama. But when you're trying to get out of that system, brothers, this is faith. This is faith in the Most High. And don't let me sit up here and pacify no one. But this is what the Most High is asking us to do. It may sound harsh and things of that nature, brothers and sisters, but at the same time now, You may have brothers and sisters out here who are dealing with different types of sicknesses. I'm a firm believer of what the Most High said. The leaves are for the curing of the nation. I'm brothers, for whatever's out there, I seriously believe there's something out there, and the brothers and sisters out there are putting it out there on the internet. Now, I'm gonna tell you the reason why I know for a fact that the nation know what these brothers and sisters are saying is good for this, is good for that, and it'll do this, it'll heal that. They know this because, hold on, Sister England. They said, there's, I mean, I don't know, people let me just say it this way. Dr. CB Kids out there on the internet saying this, saying that, and things of that nature, saying this here, and then that there. And there's another brother out there saying, if you, this leaf here, or this particular fruit, soursop, it's like top fruit for cancer. They're putting it out there. Now, the nation, this is what they did when it comes to HIV. The nation slowed down the disease. That's what they did, HIV. So that it doesn't attack your, what system it attack? I forgot what. It attacks your system, but it doesn't attack it so harsh and so fast. It just kind of, it slows it down. They came up with a medicine, although they're the one who came up with the disease now. They came up with a medicine to slow it down. So you can be, if they test your blood, it'll show that you're negative. That's the nation. Because the nation is looking at you as a purse. You're a money maker. You get this in your blood, you will have to have this to live. Judah don't think that way. Judah do not think that way. But that's the world. The world can't go in and attack all these people that's telling you this, telling you that when it comes to the leaves, that's the curing for the nation. They're not going to do that. They're not trying to cure you. They need you to pay for that boat. That's what they need. Yeah, the immune system. That's what I'm talking about, sis. Thanks a lot. And that's the thing. And now, I have never, well, let me take that lie back. I do have one family member, but he never once complained about no medicine or nothing and things of that nature. But when I go now, Africa, now that's a totally different story. Those brothers and sisters, they get on the internet and explain what's happening to them when they're taking this medicine. But I never seen anybody here in the United States complain about the medicine. Never. It got to be two different things going on. And at the same time now, these brothers and sisters in Africa, they feel suicidal. And then at the same time now, let's not get it twisted. There are some medicines where they give you a warning and let you know, hey, this medicine may cause suicidal tendencies. A medicine that can make you think or make you feel suicidal, brothers, you let that sink in. This is the depth of a wicked system. We think life, they think death. The Most High is about life. The devil, death. What? You didn't read in the scriptures that the devil took Eve to the tree of life. He took her to the tree of good and bad that leads to death. Please. This is what we got to contend with. This stuff here. But brothers, the devil is standing in front of the Most High, and we need to give out a great deal of praise and glory and prayer to the Most High that he just knock him down. Because when it's all over said and done, this blockage that the devil is doing, brothers and sisters, is messing with the Most High's glory. That's what it's messing with. And when it's messing with his glory, It's messing with your blessing. When the Most High is glorified, you, Israel, Judah, Israel, you get blessed. We're working in the same direction. We're going to have to plead with the Most High to glorify himself. And the more we do that, the more we plead with the Most High, he knocks down those doors. The conversation that the devil will be having with the Most High, brothers and sisters, no. We pray that it cease. Now, now, understand when I say this. When the devil went in amongst the other angels, but he went there with a complaint. He went there with a complaint against Job. Yeah, he laid his eyes up on Job. Now, brothers, mind you, the situation with Job and the situation with Judah, same thing. He laid his eyes upon Judah because he knew that Judah was the one who was going to wake everybody else up. Judah got that scepter. So now all you want to do is take all the things that Job had, and it was all it was white. Job was white, butt naked. That's what happened with him. He lost everything that you would think that meant something to him. It was taken away. It was literally taken away. Judah, we were in the same boat. We was in the same boat. Now the Most High said, no, you were in the same boat. It's time for you to wake up. It's time for you to get out. It's time for you to flee. You've been there long enough. I woke you up. You're spiritually rich. Everything about the system, brothers, is dying. It's dying. Now, going back to Job, and when the devil, Hashatan, Azazel, whoever you want to call him, he went in and made a complaint. He wanted permission to strike Job. The Most High told him, okay, you can do that, but you better not take his life. You can do what you want to do, but you better not take his life. And the devil knew exactly how far to go. So now, but when he knew that he could not break Job integrity, did the devil go back and apologize? Say, I'm sorry for doing all this stuff to you. I killed your 10 kids. No, he just left, scripturally speaking. The scripture said he just left them alone. And when he left them alone, listen, brothers, the devil was no longer in the Most High's face making a plea against Job. Once he left the Most High's face, what happened? The Most High gave everything back to him, but doubled. That's what happened. The Most High allowed some things to go on. He would, and he has. Well, brother, we're living witnesses. We've seen it. I mean, 400 years. And we got accustomed to fear. The Most High woke us up. He said, no. We're not here to entertain fear any longer. In this short span of time, brothers, in this short span of time, 2019 to now is short. With this awakening, it's short. But the Most High knew, and he had it in us. I wake my people up. They go set aflame the world, and we did. He woke us up, and we set it aflame. Everybody out here knows somebody who is saying that they're Israel. You walk up on one person, you got that one, I mean, two people. One of those two is going to, yeah, I know somebody that's they claiming we is real and things of that nature. Because what? This movement cannot be stopped and is moving fast. The Most High said it. He said it. I will speed it up. Brother, there's a lot of things that the Most High said he's going to speed up. That's going to speed up. Judgment. That's one. Blessing. That's another speeding up. Matthew 24 is written all over this system. The devil is highly concerned at what's going on. Brothers, you're right, Sister Ema. Judah has the scepter. We have the power of our tongue to use in prayer. Because right now, brothers, yeah, we can be praying to the Most High about something and things of that nature. Brothers and sisters, we are at that Job moment. The world and the devil needs to be occupied with something else where they start to lose, or I ain't gonna say lose, where their attention is not so much on blocking the Most High, but now they got to give attention to what's going on in their system. And the moment that they do that, they go hem themselves up because the system is getting out of hand even for them. It's getting out of hand for them. What China is doing what it's claiming they're going to do, and at the same time, brothers, let's not get it twisted. How many of y'all heard anything from North Korea? That's that cat that's sitting off in the cut. That's that cat that's sitting off in the cut. Ain't saying, how many of y'all seen anything in the news, on these channels, anything about North Korea? At least I haven't seen anything. North Korea used to be, they used to front all of their weaponry off. They ain't did nothing. China said they sent them over there in Alaska. Russia, they saying Russia is the one that's supporting Iran. Brothers. And then at the same time, now there was a clip. There was a clip that said that the Iranians has aimed their bombs to the United States. That's what I read. Now, this nation can continue to say, hey, brothers, and I know this, but when I see these like political roundtables, and I see my people weighing in and things of that nature, and they say, well, we did so and so, and we went over there and we did this, it kind of irks me because we fought so hard for respect, to be respected as a man or a woman, till we get into the political realm. Brothers, anything that has to do with this system, if they letting us come in, brothers, you need to turn around and run away from it. That's what we need to do. This is not a we moment. This is a them problem. That's what this is. This is a them problem. And they're looking at one, I ain't gonna say one. It is one. The world is looking at the so-called Europeans as a problem. They're starting to look at the history of what they have always done. And everything they have done, brothers, it was based on wickedness. It was based upon wickedness. They went in and conquered this. They did that. They did this. They did that. And now you got a person in power claiming he's going to do this. And, I'm going to stop World War III. It's going to be so marvelous. Listen, what? But this is what they're claiming. And the sad thing about it is this, brothers. You got some of his people that's calling him a Messiah. Oh, God sent them. Yeah, you got to ask yourself, what God? You got to ask yourself, what God are you talking about? The world is hemmed up and is scared. But at the same time, we still got to be on guard. We do. Brothers, truthfully, we just can't be out here now. Let me just say hypothetically. No, ain't gonna say hypothetical. Yeah, let's just say, for example, there's an what do they call that thing in Chicago? They used to have man, I forgot the name of the thing. Well, a lot of vendors would come and they have their food out there, and people be out there buying the food and walking around and things of that nature. Brother, we can't be blending in like that no more. Things are a lot more deadlier, and they see and the sleeper cells, brother. Please, they woke and they lock and they loaded. We got to keep that in mind. We got to keep that in mind. We got to tread very lightly in a system that all that hatred that used to be upon you, they looking at another particular people. That's what they're looking at. And now the one thing that we do not want to be is collateral damage. And this is just my encouragement, brothers. Be mindful of your surroundings when you're out and about. I mean, it can be just at a grocery store. The way people are popping off mentally can get you in a hemmed up situation at times. You hear a pop, and ain't no firecracker. You need to look around and see what's going on. And if you're close to the entrance door, you need to turn back around and hop back into your car and get on. Because people are snapping now. The pressures that we used to go through, brothers and sisters, you're starting to understand and you're starting to see they don't have the strength that we had or we have. They do not. They snapping on TikTok. And I'm talking about from man to woman. They snapping. 7 times. Yeah, you're right, Sister Ema. But think about that, though. That's the stuff that we used to be up under. We used to be up under that. Trying to figure out how you going to feed your kids. How you going to pay that bill. Now they are under those type of calamities. And they're snapping. The system is going to get a whole lot more demonic. You're going to hear about husband deleting his whole family, then himself, because of the pressures of the system. But this is a choice, brothers. This is a choice. And we are involved in that choice too. If we want the system of Satan, trust and believe you will get every last drop of it. You will get every last bit of drop of Satan's system. And this is what you want. You're going to get it. If you want the Most High's system, laws, rules, regulations, you're going to catch it from the devil. Because that's one thing he don't want you to do, because you're going to do something that he can't do. You're going to outlive him. He can't do that. His days are numbered. What was that? Revelation chapter 12? Yes. He knows his days are numbered. Now, how long he was living beforehand, I don't know. Let's just say billions of years. I don't know. Sister Cynthia, she says, right. We were worried about the basics, but they are afraid of their lavish lifestyle being taken. You ain't joking. And now, because the ones who are trying to live that life, the lavish life. Now, those are the ones that's looking at, looking at their own people as a servant. That's what they're looking at. They need people to work. But then at the same time, now, hold on, brothers. Now, this is what they got also now, because it would appear that there are going to be a whole lot of people that's going to be unemployed. Electronics, brothers, let me tell you something. I've been in the communications business since 99. And I seen it from plain old telephone up to this digital system. And I'm seeing Enoch, the book of Enoch, all over this communication system. I'm seeing people that are about to be so unemployed, it ain't even funny. When people were saying you will own nothing and you're going to be happy, that's what the system is doing. The system is on point. When you need something, trust and believe, you will be an obedient because you need that medicine. But that's a system they chose. They chose it. Now, this, brothers, that's another, hold on. That's the thing that they're doing, Sasima. When I called that Mike man a demon, I meant it. I meant it. I said, no. They said that he wanted to help out. I'm like, wait a minute, because I'm like, where is this cat from? I mean, why all of a sudden he singled out this one brother? And that's the question I was asking. How did he single him out? I mean, where was he when he was in the village? Why did he go into the village and get this brother, bring him to the hospital and things? And then he had the audacity to sit up and tell the police officer, they were talking about arresting my wife. They told me she was trying to kill this guy with some poison. But the white guy voice held weight amongst her brothers and sisters. That's the sad thing now. That's the pissed off thing that like, you be like, nigga, are you for real? I'm from here. And you're not listening to nothing I'm saying. I travel to the village, get them out the hut, pay for them to come to Wanza, and then put them in a hospital. But I'm trying to get, they wasn't hearing all of that, brothers. You see the strength of the devil? Do you see the strength of the devil? Yeah, I understand why. I understand now why Hashatan is so much concerned with Judah. And especially you brothers and sisters in the United States, because it's you brothers and sisters who are out there doing the yelling. Brother Robert, you be safe out there, brothers, and keep your head on swivel, brothers. And I mean that for all brothers and sisters. You Judah, and everything that we do, brothers and sisters, these demons, they're watching us, and now they acting upon, they coming on a little bit harder. And this is just my encouragement, Brother Robert, before you go. Use your power of the tongue to speak whatever you need to happen. Brothers and sisters, we need to practice that. You be safe, Brother Robert. But that's, brothers, this is, we got to let that light shine. We do. We got to let that light shine. The world needs it. And the world don't even recognize what they need. They're just looking at what they want. And whatever they're getting, they're complaining about it. But once what they think they're needing is taken away from them, yeah, that's when it their awakening will happen for them. But then that's going to be more of a struggle for them. It's going to be a struggle for them. It is. The Most High put that he put that out there, and he got that before us too. We cannot serve two masters. That's one thing we cannot do. We cannot do it. But you're going to see more of and you will be brother, you will be out there speaking common sense. Common sense will not be common very soon. You may be that brother or sister who may be out there seeing a person who's having a medical emergency, and you may be that one that's out there assisting them. But the system will find a way to turn on you. And they will see you doing what you need to do to save a person's life. But the system is going to turn because it's going to be demonically enhanced to revive that hate. This is a revival of hate. Brothers, there was who was that? What's that brother name? Truth Unedited. And he did something like 2 weeks ago, I think, or maybe a week ago. But he was speaking, and it was short, brief, but it was to the point because I knew exactly what he was talking about. And it's that rider that is granted to take peace away from the earth. Brothers and sisters, is happening right as we speak. And for you brothers and sisters that know about, that's seen the movie, they clone Tyrone. Oh yeah, I'm about to go in that direction, but I'm about to do some things because I can't call these companies out. Be mindful, brothers, of what we are intaking, food in restaurants. And if you go into, you look at that movie, they clone Tyrone. And if you go and you look at the, search through the internet back in those days, 2019, there was a particular food chain where a whole lot of us was fighting over a chicken sandwich. And now the world is looking for a fight. They want people to fight. Brothers, you all, I mean, you heard of these movies, The Purge. The Purge. They looking for people to fight. They want people to fight, kill. This is that moment. We thought it was just entertainment back in the days. We're going to find out entertainment is, hey, no, this is what they want. They want this for real. If they got to use some medicines to get you incited, to get you, brothers, when I was speaking about a few weeks ago, I was speaking how we could talk to our family about, this awakening and things of that nature. And I was saying, hey, the devil is always in the details. He's in the conversation because it turns into a heated argument. Brother, you got to tread lightly on that now. You see how the devil is moving in, and you out there trying to wake your family up so that your family can receive the blessing from the Most High with this awakening. The devil, ready and willing to get some nonsense started and to get things popped off. If a life got to be taken, he don't care. Let a life be taken. You know, brothers, we're at that moment. And there was no such thing as when it gets here and things. Brothers, no, it's here. It's here. It is absolutely here. And with that, brothers, we cannot allow it. It is encouraged not to feed into hatred, because that can take you down the road, brothers, and it can get you hemmed up with the Most High. It can get you hemmed up with the Most High. That red horse, you right, Sister Ema. That's the one. It's granted. It is absolutely granted to take peace away from the earth. Now, if that peace means some type of dosage, he's going to use it. He's going to use it. Brothers, when this stuff, when it hit the fan, it's already started. It is already started. There's another one, Sister Cynthia. There's another one, another restaurant, and it was always on YouTube and TikTok. But then I kind of find out, that one has a whole lot of chemicals in its foods. And brothers, we thinking we're going out to enjoy ourselves, eating some food and thing, but no, brothers, it's what the world got is a whole lot more sinister. Let me tell you something. In Africa, they got some restaurants there. When I say restaurant, I'm talking about, high end. And I ain't gonna say high end restaurants that we have here. Not a lot. Now, the Coke, like Coca-Cola, no, they don't ship no Coca-Cola in. They got a plant here because they monitor how much sugar they put in that Coke. Coca-Cola, they monitor it. Their pops are nowhere close as sweet as the ones we drink here. We drink sugar. We drink, you call it brown sugar, deep dark brown sugar. If you want to, when it's, I'm serious. What we may digest, brothers, take in. Things are just questionable now. Me, myself, this is just me. I don't eat during the daytime. I wait till late. I go well over 12 hours before I eat. That's just me. And truthfully, brothers, vegetables and fruits are on the same plateau when it comes to meat. You go into these stores, bro. I ran into this brother. I don't know him, and we were just happy. I was looking at the fruits. I was looking at some strawberries, and the brother said, and the brother just stood there and looked at it. It wasn't the price that was messing him up. It was just how big the strawberries was. Those strawberries, bro. The strawberries are so big. I'm like, dude, something ain't right with that strawberry. No, I said, I ate stuff that big, but and it wasn't sweet. He said, no, brother. He said, something ain't right with this. Then, I look over and I looked at the grapes. The grapes are bigger with no seeds. Brothers, they manipulating the vegetables, the fruits. This stuff, I tell you, brothers, this is demonic. This is how deep man is willing to go. Man is trying his best to kill off the Most High. When it's all over said and done, they're trying their best to take his place. That's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. It's all tainted. It's ridiculous. It's all tainted. And with all of this stuff that's going on, this is all the things that we are bombarded with. We still got to stay on point. We still got to stay on point. Now, there was a brother on TikTok, and he made an excellent point. But there was one thing I didn't agree with him on. He said it was talking about the percentage of African American. He says like 40 million of us here. He said, but there's only like 1% that own farms. He said if there is ever an situation with food, we go get hemmed up. I don't see it that way, brothers. And then when I say that, brother, I'm not cutting off the most high's hand. This is captivity. This is a moment where the most high's hands are being glorified. That's what I'm looking at. Not saying I'm being lazy. No, I'm not saying that. And I'm not saying that for any brother or sister out there. I'm not saying that. Because the brothers and sisters out there that's doing farming, I can almost guarantee you they got a tainted seed. Let a seed come out, and these people that's calling themselves patenting these seeds. No, you can't say these are your seeds. These are my seeds. I own these seeds. They got them patented. Now, this is a law that they made. They made this. They went in and re-engineered the seeds. They took the Most High's method of regrowth and called themselves redoing what he had done. This is man. This is the system the Most High asking you to make a choice on. He is the author of life. These people here, the imitators. Call them AI, artificial intelligence. This is the time, I tell you, brothers, this is the days of Enoch. It's like right here in front of us. And that's what they're pushing. Oh, we got new technology. Technology this, technology that. Fasting, Sister Ema. Yeah, that would be my encouragement, because I just told my wife this morning, I told her, no, you got to fast. And I told, matter of fact, when she told me what her blood pressure was, and I do know that if you fast, if you have high blood pressure, this is what I seen, and you fast for that day, and you just drinking water, no, your blood pressure goes down. It goes down. You ain't even got to drink the whole glass of water. You drink an amount, come back 15 minutes later, because if you drink a whole lot of water, you go be going back and forth to the bathroom. No, you're wearing out your kidneys. But when you just sipping on some water daily, and water gives you energy, and it helps you with your appetite. So the more you practice fasting, the stronger your body becomes. The stronger your body becomes. Because now I do know some brothers and sisters out there that dealing with being diabetic. They got to be mindful of that, because my brother, that's how he fell asleep in death. He went into a diabetic coma, and he didn't know that he was dying. He thought he was just getting sleepy. And my mother went over there to his apartment, and she found him. And so, when you're doing fasting, brothers, and I say this with a great deal of caution, know your limits. Know your limits. And I say that because if you look in the scripture, was it Elijah? He was fasting Elijah was fasting so much to the Most High said, no. The Most High told him he had to eat. He got accustomed to fasting so much to the Most High and say, no, you need to eat. But it's a whole lot of benefits to it. And especially in this system of Satan, man, please. Yes, the world got us accustomed to burgers, fries, steaks, and all this. Now the world had got itself in a pretty bad pickle, and now they call themselves breaking down. They pushing back. Oh, Sister Bill Gates. Sister, he went to Africa and he went to Africa and they kicked him out. And especially in Nigeria, because they was highly upset. Even the Nigerians are complaining about there's no seeds in bananas. Brothers and sisters, you're supposed to see a seed in the banana, in the middle of it. It's supposed to be a seed there. You get a banana, you don't see no seeds. You do not see any seed. This is the reason why you have people right here saying that banana is bad for you, because they be re-engineered. This is the demonic movement, brothers, that I'm speaking about. And at the same time, brothers, I'm saying it's to Judah because Judah has the scepter. Use it. You have the authority. Use it. Speak it. Remove the devil away from the Most High. He keeps on going, pleading the case. Oh, these Jews, these Yahudims, they don't know nothing. The sooner you give them reparations, they're gonna curse you to your face. They're gonna get them a big truck, big rims. This is the dumb stuff that Hashatan is saying, just to lengthen his life. Whatever he got to say to lengthen his life, because now he's starting to understand he loves breathing. He loves breathing. The stuff that's happening now, brothers, we have to stay on. We got to stay on guard. We got to stay on point. You have the scepter. You have the authority. And the more we speak on these things, the more we plead to the Most High to glorify his name, to stand out, because when it's all over said and done, the Most High's name is out there. Where is your creator now? That's what the world is screaming. That's what the world is screaming. And brothers and sisters, we have to be out there. No. We have to be pleading with the Most High to glorify his name. And when this is just said, if nothing happened, trust and believe, nothing is going to happen to you. You're going to be still stuck in captivity. The Most High's name is going to sit high. The world is accustomed to him not doing nothing. That's what the world is accustomed to. They came to believe, oh, he's dormant. Yeah, he's those people are not his people no more. All those laws are done away with. But we still have a responsibility, Judah. We have the responsibility of putting the Most High's name out there, pleading with him to show his mighty hand. Now, you want to talk about biblical days? Brothers and sisters, it's time for us to be that way. It's time for us to put ourselves back into those biblical times. And although we are in those times, we was mentioned back in time, and now here we are in this time. Genesis 15, this is where we are at. This is our biblical moment. We have that scepter. We got to speak it. We got to speak on it. We got to continue to speak. Yeah, the world is upset at you because you know whatever the Most High is blessing, brothers, is getting out there, and it's having an effect on the world. That's what it's doing, and Judah is doing it. Judah is doing it. He said that we will come to appreciate him, and yes, we did. We are doing just that. We got to do it a whole lot louder. That's what we need to do. That's just my encouragement, brothers. And especially brothers and sisters that's dealing with different sicknesses and things of that nature. Yeah. We were praying, you pray for your brothers. The devil, he's throwing his punches. He's trying his best to continue to live. That's what he's doing. We're doing the same thing. We're trying to live, but not under the devil's atmosphere. This is a very demonic atmospheric system, brothers. And we need to pray for one another. Pray, ask the Most High to hear our plea, to glorify his name. Pray about these sick brothers and sisters and things. Brothers, it works. It works. The Most High said this here, believe it. He said the leaves are for the curing of the nation, believe it. Don't cut his hands off. These doctors are please, they want to play doctor. But when it's all over said and done, they're going to be laying up in that casket. And the more you believe on the Most High, the stronger you're going to become, brothers. The more you trust in the Most High, the stronger you are going to become. That's a fact. And before I close, brothers, I have another, I have this other song. Oh, you know what, brothers? I want to speak on this real quick. I wrote a song. It's This, That, Heartbreak. And there was a question came out. They said, was it saying death or was it saying Geth? No, it was Geth. When they said the Most High gave them dominion and they chose Geth. The word is Geth in the song. I'm gonna tell you the reason why it's that. The meaning of that word is struggle, stress, a strain. Because when Yahushua was in Gethsemane, he was praying so much. Not today. He's up under a great deal of stress. To his tears, not tears, his sweat rolled off his blood. And that's what his people chose. And we had to go through that. We had to go through the stress and everything. And so when it says that in the song, that's what it means, because you look at the imagery, they had like somewhat of a body, and then but you can see the skeletal system inside this body in the video. But this one here, brother, is at These Dark Times.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh. These dark times. Y'all still pleading with his people. Hold tight. Hold tight to your love. Woo. Hold tight to your love. I hear the thunder rolling. I see the sky turn red. Prophecy unfolding, just like the word said. 400 years of tears, we've been crying in this land. Now Yah's mighty hand is moving, his promise will stand. He said, I swore by my name, I won't forget my own. Even when the fire burns you're never alone. Judgment lays this nation, the trumpet's crying loud. But love's the covenant that keeps you in the cloud. Hold on to your love for Yah, don't let go. Even when the world turns cold, let his spirit flow. To his promise, to his flame. These dark times will bow to his name. Of this land, they fall before his face. The nations built on blood, can't hide their disgrace. His heart is open wide, his mercy still calls. Even while Babylon shakes, the righteous stand tall. His word don't fail, his truth don't bend. He's the Alpha and Omega, the beginning and end. He's gathering his chosen from the ends of the earth. He's about to reveal the sons of rebirth. Don't let go, even when the world turns cold, let his spirit flow. To his promise, to his flame. These dark times will bow to his name. These dark times will bow to his name. My people, I plead with you. Return to me. Though judgment falls, my hand is not withdrawn. You've wept 400 years, but I'm breaking the chains. The great tribulation is not your end. It's your awakening. Hold on. The love for Yah, don't let go. Even when the storm winds blow, let your fire show. Through the test, through the flame. These dark times will proclaim his name. Yeah. These dark times will bow to his name. Hold tight, beloved. Hold tight. Hold tight. Hold tight. His promise still burns in these dark times.
And brothers and sisters, like I said, these are dark times. Let's continue to encourage one another. I tell you, it sounds like a broken record, brothers. It sounds like a broken record. But this is what we're going to need. These days are going to get darker. They dark, but they're going to get darker. You're welcome, Sister Cynthia. They're going to get darker, and we're going to need prayers, supplication from brothers and sisters. We will have to, we got to do some serious pleading to the Most High for his great name to be made known, because we're connected to him. We are connected to him. And the more you understand that, the better off you're going to be, because when the Most High is glorified, you're healed. He's among his people. And then when he is glorified, his name, his people is glorified, because he's letting the world know, these are my people. Yeah, he's putting that respect back on this. And when it's all over said and done, it should be Judah. We should be there putting that respect back upon the Most High's name. You have the scepter. Use it. Brothers and sisters, you all be safe out there. Keep your head on the swivel. Watch your surroundings. Things can happen here, brothers. We cannot sit up here and think that, oh, ain't nobody go drop no bomb here. Man, please. Let's not think that way. And these are some very dark times. And people are speaking dark. And some people are loving the dark world. They're loving it. We can't feed into it, brothers. This is just my encouragement. Shabbat Shalom, Brother Dave. But I tell you, brothers, keep your head on the swivel. Encourage your brothers. And let us just stay away from unnecessary nonsense with this awakening. Let us stay clear away from that. Brothers and sisters, you all be safe. Until next time, enjoy your Shabbat. Shalom.